Wow, it's a nice place to be, isn't it? Members, allow me to introduce the 9th Governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, Dr. Patrick Njoroge. He has overseen a significant overhaul of the banking sector in Kenya, including the launch of the first Kenya Banking Sector Charter. He led the country in the launch of the new generation currency banknotes and coins. We can confirm they are now enough, Governor. Dr. Njoroge has been keen on facilitating the growth of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises sector, which has been the engine of growth of the Kenyan economy. Members, his CV is quite long. I might not go through the whole of it. Otherwise, I'll be giving another lecture. But allow me to say he holds a PhD degree in economics from Yale University, a Master of Arts degree in economics, and a Bachelor's of Arts degree in economics from the University of Nairobi. Dr. Njoroge's professional and research interests lie in microeconomics, economic policy, international finance, development economics, econometrics, and monetary policy. Dr. Njoroge has begun his second four-year term from June 2019. Let us put our hands together for this great man.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Governor Ali Hassan Joho, we are delighted to be here. I have to be honest, I do come often, but I'm one of these that come in the morning, fast flight, and then in the evening I'm out. So maybe the next 2 days I'll be here, and you'll see my presence, you know. And thank you very much for welcoming us, and thank you for your remarks. President of the Commonwealth Society of Lawyers, LSK President, Alan, members of the council, I'm delighted to be here. I have to say that, unfortunately, I never took an interest in the legal profession during my, let's say, formative years. So my views about law are formed largely by things I've seen on the Hollywood products, movies, and reading of John Grisham novels. So I don't know. This is a pity because currently I'm a large consumer of legal services. So I think I keep most of you employed. I hope that I'll have less and less and eventually nobody employed. And then we can all do some CSR with the kids and things like that. But seriously, I'm delighted to be amongst the legal fraternity from the country and also from outside, represented by the president, the president of the Commonwealth Society of Lawyers. And lawyers have a crucial role in implementing the Constitution of Kenya and safeguarding the rights granted in the Constitution. However, as we know, more than violently asserting the rights of one party over another, lawyers are part of our judicial system and aim at ensuring that justice is done to all parties, not only those that are contesting in the courts, but also those who are affected or will be affected in some way by the outcome or the decision that is there. So, having had the new constitution for the last 9 years, it is instructive, as the governor mentioned a moment ago, it is instructive to audit and see where we are and also where we wish to be. So from that perspective, as the governor indicated, the themes of your conference are really appropriate. Each institution in this country including the Central Bank of Kenya, play an important role in achieving the aspirations of our people, eloquently stated in the preamble of the Constitution. I will not quote that to you, but I'm sure Alan can quote it to us. And the CBK has a constitutional mandate enshrined in Article 231 of the Constitution as a custodian of monetary policy, formulation and implementation of price stability and growth in Kenya. So safeguarding the financial system is an integral part in preserving monetary and macroeconomic stability in an economy. Since the promulgation of the Constitution in 2010, the Central Bank has reviewed the relevant laws to ensure that they are aligned to the Constitution and to ensure that the Central Bank executes its mandate effectively. These laws include the CBK Act itself, the Banking Act, National Payment System Act, the Kenya Deposit Insurance Act, and other acts as well, including, for instance, the Microfinance Act and regulations which have recently been presented for public participation and commentary or comments by the population. The rest of my remarks will provide some thoughts about this issue or the issues that have arisen in this journey as we see it from the Central Bank's perspective, but I'm sure you'll appreciate you appreciate these points as you deliberate on these themes in the rest of the conference. So first of this is the independence of the Central Bank, which is important for the execution of its core mandate as it safeguards against political and other undue pressures. Traditionally, Central Bank independence has signified freedom with respect to its operations. It also guarantees credibility and provides autonomy and accountability. Those are important, and they're important tenets in the Constitution in terms of accountability and, in terms of accountability, not just about the Central Bank, but also of other institutions. And this, from our perspective, is anchored in Article 231(3) of the Constitution. Another element, of course, is consumer protection, as was mentioned a moment ago, which has been and continues to be a priority policy objective for the Central Bank. In this regard, CBK is cognizant of the consumer rights enshrined under Article 46 of the Constitution, namely the right to goods and services of reasonable quality, the right to information necessary for them to gain full benefit from goods and services, the protection of their health, safety, and economic interests, the right to compensation for loss or injury arising from defects in goods or services. Section 4(2) of the Central Bank of Kenya Act provides the Central Bank's function of fostering the liquidity, solvency, and proper functioning of a stable market-based financial system. CBK is alive to the fact that robust protection of the rights of consumers of financial services set out under Article 46 of the Constitution is indispensable to fostering financial sector stability. And the prudential guidelines on consumer protection that were issued to the banking sector in 2013 set out the bare minimum consumer protection safeguards for consumers based on the principle of fairness, reliability, transparency, equity, and responsiveness. In effect, this is one of the things that we are really pushing. I know there has been a lot of discussion, as you know, in terms of the relationship between banks and the consumer. And in a sense, banks have been seen as predatory. And our point is we are on a journey, and the banks should be much more responsive to the consumers. One of the elements of the consumer protection and the direction we've been pushing them is by putting in place a charter, banking charter, that sets some specific standards in terms of even how quickly.
Mtazamaji, huyu hapo ni Patrick Njoroge ambaye ni gavana wa Benki Kuu ya Kenya, na pia kabla yake kuzungumza alikuwepo gavana wa kaunti ya Mombasa Bwana Ali Hassan Joho akizungumza katika hafla hiyo katika kaunti ya Mombasa. Lakini kwa sasa mtazamaji, naarifiwa kwamba ambaye ni katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM Bwana Edwin Sifuna kwa sasa anazungumza.
Kosoe mwanasheria mkuu Mheshimiwa Githu Muigai ambaye namheshimu sana kwamba swala hili zima la kupunguza mzigo wa serikali limechukuliwa kana kwamba mzigo mzima wa taifa hili letu ni bunge. Mimi namkosoa kwa kumwambia kwamba bajeti nzima ya bunge kwa mwaka mmoja ni bilioni 36 peke yake. Unapoangalia pesa ambazo zinadaiwa kufujwa kule katika mabwawa ya Kimwaro na Aror, hiyo mabwawa mawili peke yake ni bilioni 60, karibu maradufu ile pesa ambayo zinatumiwa ama zimeratibiwa kutumiwa katika mabunge yote mawili. Ukiangalia watu ambao wanasemekana kwamba wamekwepa ushuru, kuna mfanyabiashara mmoja ambaye sasa anasakwa kimataifa, ambaye yeye mtu mmoja anasemekana kwamba anadaiwa zaidi ya bilioni 60 na KRA. Kwa hivyo iwapo tunataka tuzungumzie mzigo wa wananchi uko wapi, ni lazima tuwe wazi tuseme kwamba kuna ufujaji mwingi wa pesa katika taifa letu, kuna pesa ambazo zinapotea kutokana na wizi, na kuna vitu ambavyo tunafanya miradi ambayo tunaziingiza ndani ambayo tunakopa pesa kwa ile interest rate ambayo ni ghali sana, ambayo ndiyo imepelekea mzigo mzito kwa Wakenya. Kwa hivyo ukituambia kwamba kupunguza hii mzigo ambayo iko kwa Wakenya ni kupunguza ile nambari ya wabunge peke yake, basi wewe useme ukweli, na ni lazima tuwe wa kweli katika hii issue nzima ya kurekebisha katiba.
Kirudi kwa upande wa pesa kidogo.
Naam.
Kuwa na si kwamba ama matamshi ama kwamba uko kwenye kinyang'anyiro cha bunge wa Kibra. Je, unaweza kudhibitisha haya ama kueleza ukweli?
Kwanza kabisa, kama chama hatujapata fursa ya kuzungumzia swala hili zima la Kibra. Utajua kwamba tuna chaguzi 4 ndogo ambazo tayari IEBC imetangaza tarehe. Kama chama tuna focus kwa hizo 4. Wiki ambayo inakuja kutakuwapo na mkutano wa kamati kuu ya chama ili kutathmini chaguzi hizo, pamoja na swala zima la ni jinsi gani ambayo tutatumia kumtambua mgombezi wa kiti cha Kibra. Kwa hivyo nataka kuwaomba Wakenya wote wawe wenye subra kwamba chama kitatoa